Hey everybody, this is Juan at kicksonfire.com, and we are here at Bait in Diamond Bar talking about the New Balance 580 collaboration with Bait. This is the G.I. Joe pack, and I am here with Paul. I forgot the last. Backlosky, VP of Marketing. How you doing, man?
Good, thanks.
Cool. So, you guys have done like collaborations with like with New Balance, with G.I. Joe before. Like you've done like the 574 Cobra Commander, the 710 Roadblock.
Yes.
So and now we've got like a 2-pack here with Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit more? Like, what was the reasoning behind like using the 580 as a silhouette?
580 as a silhouette.
Yeah.
New Balance is tough. A lot of people that follow New Balance are following a comfort story as well as something a little outside the norm. And for the story we wanted to tell for these two shoes, I think the 580 fit allowed us to play around with a little more than some of the other traditional, like a 574, the way the paneling's set up here, allowed us to play a little bit more with some of the materials and kind of mix it up a little bit more.
Right. Like, what are the touches, like, on each particular shoe? Like, what makes each unique? Like, what makes Snake Eyes unique? What makes Storm Shadow unique?
Well, obviously, when you look at them, the color palette's kind of lined directly up with each character on it. From all the way down to basically on it's probably gonna be hard to see, but this is actually a black ice outsole to it. It's hard to see until you actually look up into it. Actually, the way the little carbon fiber hit pops into it as well. Also, the way that we were able to do some of the other panelings, as well as like on the toe box, something that's inspired by what they might actually be wearing, some of the materials that are on it.
Cool.
Just like the blood splatters here, as well as if you look at the color palette. Hard to tell over video, but it's kind of almost like a gunmetal white. So it's inspired by like a katana, which is when for those lucky few that will get it, they'll get the sword box that actually, when you buy both packs. If you get lucky enough to get in a raffle, it'll be. But that's where that one's inspired to as well.
Right. Nice. Cool. So, I don't want to waste too much time and everything. Like, do you have any like future plans? Like, maybe characters that you might want to use in the future, like silhouettes that you're looking at, maybe to like combine and everything.
With G.I. Joe, you can really go anywhere. I mean, it's almost an endless amount of characters.
You're not using Duke at some point.
No.
Okay.
No. Although, you know what? When you're inspired, you're inspired.
Yeah, I know. But no, it's good.
The unique thing about us doing these projects is we want to do them from a different perspective, from a lack of a better term, a sneaker fan, a sneakerhead, whatever you want. So when we look at doing these things, we want to do them limited. We want to keep them tight. We want them to sell out. We want a true fan of not just G.I. Joe, but a true sneakerhead fan that would look at it and be like, you know what, this is sick. This is exactly how it should be done, where it doesn't blast what it is, but those who are wearing it totally get it and they know where it's inspired from.
Cool.
So.
And like, I guess one last thing is, how can people look forward to? How are they going to get this? I mean, I guess I've never done the online raffle, but
if they're
is there any other way for anybody who hasn't done the raffle?
In store.
Oh, okay.
You can come to the stores, and then it's each store will get a limited number of the sword boxes that we talked about, the sword cases.
Right.
And that's really going to be a raffle of that as well. We did the last round. We actually did like an ammunitions crate for a limited amount of pairs, so we expect that hype to be just as big. But there's an online raffle as well as an in-store raffle, so we can make sure that we get them international, locally as well.
Nice.
But only available through Bait. No other locations.
Nice. All right, cool, Paul. Thanks for that. Really appreciate it. Again, this is Juan at kicksonfire.com. Thanks for watching. Is it still on? Oh no, I was actually gonna say like, I wonder what these things are.
Tell him about it. I think you still got people on.